Jen
Okay.
Shah of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City fame was actually released from federal prison in Bryan, Texas, from federal prison camp after serving less than 3 years of her 6.5 year sentence for running a massive wire fraud scheme that targeted thousands of vulnerable victims. It's really sad. A lot of old people like took advantage. She took advantage of them. She did plead guilty in 2022, and in her final season on the show, I know you watch Salt Lake
Oh,
City. She,
appointment
it's show
television.
It is
the
actually.
best
It's
franchise.
absolutely
Yeah.
appointment television. I
Yes.
will stop what I'm doing to get to Salt Lake City.
Same. It's the one I watch live, and I don't
Yeah.
watch the other ones live. Andy Cohen said that Jen Shah will adamantly not be returning to Salt Lake City. He made it clear both on Watch What Happens Live and on a Sirius XM show. He does not want to work with her. He said he never wanted to see her again. Is it just going to be too tempting? I kind of want her back on Salt Lake City, but she's a horrible, hard criminal, and again took advantage of the elderly.
I think that one, she shouldn't be afforded that platform given her crime. I mean, she wasn't, listen, if you want to rob somebody and you rob a bank, it's better than I guess robbing an old person who doesn't know how to use the computer. So I really don't, her crime was, I think, too much of a bridge cross. But Salt Lake doesn't need her. Like she doesn't need her. And would the other housewives even stay on if they had to be on with her? I mean, they hate her. I mean, they can't stand her as a person. And remember, they fired that girl Jenny for saying something racially insensitive on the show, and it was far less than the crime that Jen Shah has committed. I mean, Jenny was that Asian girl who was on for like half of one season, and I think she was against Black Lives Matter, and they fired her. But that was, I mean, but the show is incredible, and it doesn't miss a beat. I think Bronwyn's a great new cast member
Me
or a
too.
new-ish cast member. I love Brittany.
Yeah.
She is a perfect housewife because she doesn't know what's going on. She lives completely in her own head. If she had some Kathy Hilton money, she would be a force to be reckoned with. She's just singing and breaking up with the same guy 400 times. I think it's the longest running show that has the same consistent of the franchise. I didn't watch all the franchises, but the same one that has the same consistent 5 members or 4 core members for this many seasons. And they bring it every single season. It is much CTV.
It's a
There are
perfect show.
rumors that Heather and Meredith are getting demoted to friend of. Just rumors on social media. I don't know if it's necessarily true. Will we support or not support that?
Ooh,
I do
big
not support
mistake.
Meredith. Just her mid-Atlantic accent
I
alone is reason to watch it. You never know what word she's mispronouncing.
Yeah.
And, uh, you know, Heather is a bit exhausting. She needs another story besides I was a former Mormon. I mean, we're getting a little tired of it. I think now that the daughters are out of the house and she's trying to do something, I would like if Heather could start dating on the show, that would be really cool. She lost the weight. She admitted that Jen beat the crap out of her. She did all these other things. Now I think it's time to see a different version of her. I would of all the 4 that I mean, Whitney is honestly the most annoying. I
hmm
can't do one more journey that she's on. And like, I mean, it's an emotional roller coaster, just her by herself. And that marriage is weird as hell. Mary is the best thing on TV right
Hmm.
now. Like
hmm
Mary and Lisa's having a full-on nervous breakdown every getting. And something's going on with her that I'm excited for. I love this show. So
I
No,
love
it's
Meredith
really
Marks. I think that if they get rid of her, that's a huge mistake. She's always stirring the pot in some way or another, especially behind the scenes. And I
mhm.
live for some sort of like drunk Xanax one-liner where she just snaps and freaks out at everybody. So that's just, I'm always waiting for that. That always turns the season. And that's,
She
that's
does turn
always
the
the
season. She
peak.
doesn't like to be that messy in the moment. She doesn't like the
Hmm.
argument in the moment, but she definitely is moving chess pieces behind the scenes.
Yeah. And that's what
I,
propels the story forward is whatever Meredith does.
for
Mhm.
people who are not watching the show, there's a storyline going on right now where Meredith, one of the women, apparently had some kind of serious episode on an airplane
Hmm.
where she was physically and emotionally and verbally abusive to Brittany. I just want to know why the hell there's not footage of
Why is there
that.
no
I would
tapes?
like to
That's the
see it.
Not one of
craziest
them pulled their
thing.
phone out. They don't have 30 seconds of her screaming at her. I don't believe it.
I have two things. One, they have it, production has it, and they're waiting for the reunion. Or
Okay.
Oh,
two,
so good.
two, it was so bad they didn't want to record it. It was
Hmm.
actually worse than they even can describe. The fact that everyone has the same story besides her is pretty crazy.
But not
And
even just a passenger on the plane didn't get it?
Well,
Like
it's
some
well, they're in
random?
first class, so maybe like it's hard because the seats are bigger to record it all. I do love that they quizzed her on whether or not she actually remembered as what was the ending of Crazy Rich Asians.
And she was like, I
It
fell
was
asleep. I
so
took a
good.
Xanax. Like, I don't know.
It was
My other
so good.
My
Yeah.
other favorite part is when she was meeting Mary about it, and Mary was like, "I'm worried about you that that's how you remember what happened, and that's not what happened. I saw it with my eyes. I was there. I was there." And I was like, "Oh my God." Poor Mary's like, "I'm not." She looked like scared. Like she was
Yeah.
like talking to someone who like was having a break
Mary
from
has
reality.
become the voice of reason, which she went from, you smell like hospital to being the voice of reason on the show is a remarkable turnaround in 6
Mhm.
seasons.
You
So
smell like hospital, still my
one of
favorite.
the
That is
best
so
lines
great.
ever
Oh
recorded.
my
Yeah,
gosh.
Like
Instant
absolutely.
hospital.
love at first sight with that. Oh my
Absolutely.
goodness. Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah.
she can never go anywhere. Mary can never leave ever.
She's the
And
I
only
they
don't know.
just
housewife to
love that
skip a reunion and get welcomed back with open arms
yeah, it
because
went
she's
from, "Oh, you run a
so
cult,"
incredible.
to being like, she's like the voice of advice that she gives on the show, and no one remembers the cult anymore.
Mm-mm.
Crazy, but the show it is really, really good show. I think that Braun, may get divorced in the next season because it seems like it's building up
She
to it,
should
which would
get
be,
divorced. He's horrible.
yeah.
Yeah, her
It's the best show on a reality show by
Oh,
far.
mhm.
I think it's the best reality show on TV. And by the way, New York Magazine agrees with us. Like it was ranked incredibly high on the best shows of 2025. So we're not alone in this assessment.